Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to what is going to be the final video on leagues, at least for this account. So what this is going to be is a little bit of a ramble, a little bit of a chat. We're going to go through leagues, in my opinion, a bit of a review, what was really good, what wasn't as good, and what could Jagex improve for Leagues 3, which I really am hoping, and I'm quite confident with how well this league has been received, that we're going to get a Leagues 3 next year. My first opinion is that Jagex have really improved their game when it comes to Leagues gameplay compared to last year. I think the combat blessing itself has been massively transformational for the gameplay, and combat as a whole has felt so much more enjoyable to do, more enjoyable to learn as well, and I think the kind of buffs they're offering through the combat blessing could be things which translate into the main game. Not only that as well, being someone who's really enjoyed the combat and having to use a shield as well, having to use a shield because it's so strong in Leagues has just led me to go and try bosses I haven't tried in a long time, learn new mechanics, learn new things, and essentially that's what Leagues is about, is to have completely over the top builds and just to go in, try different things and try different combinations and stuff like that. However, before we just jump in anymore, if you guys are enjoying the videos, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. We are going to transition a bit more into the normal series, the normal Runescape content. But don't be surprised if we have one final grab the hog challenge for Leagues before it's finished. And when I want in the comment section, because you guys have been smashing the comment section all the way through Leagues and all the way through the videos, what do you guys think of Leagues? What was the high points? What are the low points? What do you think Jagex should improve in terms of the next time? So continuing with what we're talking about, the combat side. So the combat side, yes, I've enjoyed having it in terms of the overpoweredness. I enjoyed the variety, the selection, how your choices affect the god tier. I think they did the god tier so well. You can't just pick what was the meta in terms of the normal blessings and then go and pick whatever god tier you want. Your decisions affected your god tier, which I think was really nice. And I was someone who went Sara for the first full blessing stage and absolutely loved it. All of those blessings were extremely good. And then for the second half, I went Lord of Light, Greater Equilibrium, and then Perseus. Go and get the Ultima bot. I didn't really use the bot as much as what I thought I would, because again, by the time I got tier 7, I was pretty much done with most of the stuff, but Lord of Light was just so good, and it made me really enjoy being able to do bosses, and it was just so great from terms of that. And the quests, I think they're 90% there. I think there's some quests which should have just been skipped. Really, if we could skip all the quests, it'd be really nice, but I suppose next time, when the API plugin's here, and when we've got the quest helper and stuff like that, I think quests will be a lot smoother to do anyway. Also, clue scrolls. I think the quest helper will really help clue scrolls, and maybe the clue connoisseur relic next year will be really strong. And I'll probably give that a go then. But those were the things I really enjoyed: the XP rates, the skilling, all the other stuff. Very good, very well done. Now, I don't know how much of the feedback Jagex will receive for this league of stuff which hasn't worked well. For me, not a lot has gone wrong. Like, the stuff I've picked has been a lot of the meta stuff, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. But people who have picked Animal Wrangler, the Crystal Grace one, a couple of other things haven't seemed to have worked correctly, and this could have been things which could have been QA tested maybe a little bit better. The amount of things which are of this level of being incorrect or wrong and bad gameplay is nowhere near the level of last year, and that's what we do need to focus on as well. The dramatic jump up in the quality of this league, the improvement on how everything seems to flow better. There have still been issues, there have still been mistakes, but compared to last year, dramatically better, and I think Jagex really do need to have the praise. It's been a fantastic leagues, and you could tell because this is 2 weeks on from when league started, and you've still got worlds which have 1,000 people on, which for RuneScape 3 is very good at this time of day. I'm recording it 3:30 on a Monday afternoon, and those kind of numbers you don't get in standard RuneScape gameplay. And the amount of players who have come over from old school and really enjoyed the process and have opened their eyes up to how good RuneScape 3 can be as a game. It is so diverse, it's got so many different areas, so many different skills, and you could literally lose yourself for multiple years playing this game. And the fact that the leagues has got people to open their eyes and look at this and experiment with it and enjoy it as well has been the best thing for it. And just as another little side note as well, is that when we look at the updates which have come from this year, yes, we had a bit of a rough patch between May and June, but the fact is we're going to go and get the whole year's predicted update by September and then more afterwards. And the quality of some of the updates this year has just been amazing. Like, they've really delivered on their promise for this. And Leagues 2 was one on which I saw originally in January, and I was excited for it because It was fun last year for Catalyst, but there was problems. This was better than I could have imagined it being. The relics, the ones they've brought back from last year, yes, the clue one was underwhelming, but the new ones, for the majority, some still had problems, were very well done. They were thought through, and the blessings as well have transformed combat to be something which was truly enjoyable with this league. That is what I remember this league for being the most, is literally the Lord of Light build, using a shield. I haven't used a shield in RuneScape 3 probably in like 10 years, so it's just been really nice to have that combination of stuff, and I really do think that Jagex deserves the props of bringing this into light, giving us the chance to play something like this. And yes, it's a temporary game mode, but you do get rewarded for your time in the form of like a variety of cosmetics. And I'm really a big fan, actually. Like, you can go and view the cosmetics if you haven't seen it, or the rewards you can get from leagues. If you go to rewards here, you can go and click on the league shop. What I really, really enjoy is that they're bringing things in for the player-owned house. I just think it's so cool that the player-owned house now can be a symbol of stuff you've done and like things you've contributed in your gameplay, like the trophies, but also things like leagues and quests can contribute to showing off to people in your house what you've collected over your time. I just think it's such a good idea. But in terms of my experience, absolutely love this. It's probably been the most I've played in a 2-week period on the game for years. I've been fully immersed. I've really enjoyed it. And like, even when I'm not playing, I'm trying to think of what to do next. And that's when a game really captivates you. And like, since Leagues is finished, I've kind of like gone back to the normal sort of repetition of gameplay, but I do miss it. I do miss, like, it's a dopamine hit to go and see that task's done, or you've hit that next relic, or you've got the new region, and it's a real big thing to go and chase that, and it's something that I've thoroughly enjoyed for the 2 weeks, but now I'm ready to go and get back to the normal routine, like get back into normal life and stuff. But yeah, really enjoyed it in terms of that. I would like to say a massive thank you as well for everyone who has watched the videos. August might possibly be, we're recording this a week before August is finished, but the way it's currently set up to be, this could be the best month I've ever had on YouTube, and that's beating like Christmas. Christmas for me is normally one of the strongest months, just because you have so many more people playing the game, you have so many more people looking at videos, free time. Christmas for me is normally the best month I have in the year for RuneScape, but this could quite easily beat that, and I'm really excited for it. But I have to say a massive thank you for all the supporting community for it as well. I mean, you guys have followed the videos, you've dropped so many comments. It's been such a great comment section over the past couple of weeks where people are helping each other out, and like, it really brings you back to the early days of RuneScape where it's just a fun place to go and skill. It's a fun place to play. I've had people while I've been doing divination, while I've been woodcutting, just having a chat. And it's such a nice thing when you've got the chance to do stuff like that. And it's such a nice place to be able to speak to people and just see how they're getting on along as well. So thank you guys so much for all support. I know I keep going on about it. I know I keep mentioning it and all that sort of stuff. But apart from a couple of things, like a couple of bugs, a couple of the relics not working. I know Animal Wrangler was bad. The Crystal one we've mentioned as well were bad. The Clue Chronosaur was working. It just wasn't brilliant. But it also had a couple of clues in the wrong regions and stuff like that. Apart from some relics which just need some work, Leagues 3 could really be a incredible game mode. I mean, the old school RuneScape has leagues, but has the ability to have the plugin alongside it, so the quest helper and the clue scroll helper as well. We don't have that. So for next year, if we had that as available to us, to do alongside this, to track our games, to track our quests, to help out with little things, it could be absolutely transformational, and it's just going to be even better than what it already was. And for me, this Leagues, if I was to give it a true score, I'd probably give it 8.5 out of 10. And I think to be 10, it has to be flawless. But there were a couple of little things which were not brilliant, which they have amended. And what I do like about Jagex is that they've been open with the things which have been an issue. They've not penalised people for it as well, which I think is really nice. And when they've noticed that things are a bit too steep in terms of the amount of task it takes to get to a region, like today, they've just changed it so they've reduced the task as well. So they are still learning through this process. This is only the second ever Leagues, and the difference in quality between the first one and this one is just so much better, and they really deserve a props for it and a well done for it as well. But I'm wrapping up my Leagues journey on the main account. Like I say, if I'm feeling it, the Grab the Hog account might have a go. Might have a little bit of a speed run on Leagues towards the end, because I think if I did it a week or two before Leagues finished, I've got the best strats, I've got the best things, I know which relics I want. Maybe we could have a little bit of a speed run series. But in terms of the main account, we have now got the Dragon Hunter trophy. The link to the playlist will be in the corner in the description as always. And yeah, I've just thoroughly enjoyed the 2 weeks just to have a go. I've tried more PVM in the past 2 weeks, than I've probably tried in 2 years. And like, because I've done so much of it, especially things like Zuck, to go and get that Zuck hard mode cape, I really started to learn where things spawned and what positions they were in as well. It's encouraged me to go and try it in the main game and like really go in, give that PVM side a big push, and the trophies as well, because I've got more trophies because I've done more PVM. That makes me want to go and do more PVM as well, because I'd like to have a house full of trophies to show off what I've done, and just to go and have a go at stuff like that as well. But that is what Leagues is for, to go and discover the game in a completely overpowered mode and overpowered build. And I do think like they've really nailed it this year. So that's going to be me signing off on the main account for Leagues for 2026. Leagues 2 Equilibrium is in the book. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think as well. Like, have you guys enjoyed this one? What are your high points been? What have your low points been? I'm also really looking for some feedback on the League series as well. Like, I am very conscious on my editing style because I know that some creators do a really good job of like doing longer videos and having more progress. I'm a bit more of a shorter video. It just works better for my retention. It works better for my YouTube stats. But did you guys prefer that? Did you guys not like that? I kept it to like 2 videos a day just to keep that flow of content in. I know like for me personally, when I'm playing Leagues, I'm playing a lot, so I like to have stuff to watch on the side. And I was hoping it'd benefit the people in that same situation as well. But I'm going to stop before I ramble even more. But really, thank you guys as well one more time so much for the support in all the videos and all the likes and comments and subscriptions. I am signing off for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.